Calaroga Shark Media.
Hello and welcome to Palace Intrigue. I am your host, Mark Francis. Bad news, ladies. Major Hottie is off the market. Lieutenant Colonel Jonny Thompson, famously known as King Charles' dashing kilt-wearing equerry, has announced his engagement to Olivia Lewis, a PR executive. Thompson, who is a member of the 5th Battalion Royal Regiment of Scotland, has won over royal enthusiasts with his steadfast presence at high-profile events and his frequent appearances in full Scottish attire, kilts included. The engagement was formally announced in the Times, much to the delight of his fans, who affectionately dub him Major Johnny and admire his quiet, charming power within the royal sphere. Thompson separated from his wife over 2 years ago and has reportedly been dating Lewis for about a year. Since then, he's risen through the royal ranks to become Charles' super equerry, managing private affairs for both the King and Queen, although his new role may limit his public appearances. A favourite among royal watchers, Thompson's suave style, whether in his military uniform or a well-fitted suit, has even caught the attention of fans on social media who have been vocal about their admiration, with many celebrating his charm and dashing style as he continues to support King Charles and Queen Camilla. Back in 2008, Diddy shared with a Telegraphed journalist his long-standing unfulfilled dream of meeting Queen Elizabeth. He was visibly baffled by why the palace hadn't extended him an invitation. "The Queen of England, I don't know why I've never met her," he lamented, adding with a glimmer of hope, "She's never invited me to the palace, not yet anyway." According to Rob Shooter, Diddy's former publicist, this wasn't the hip-hop mogul's only fascination with British royalty. Appearing on Piers Morgan Uncensored, Shooter confirmed that recent reports that Diddy was especially keen to connect with Princes William and Harry, allegedly inviting them to his parties on more than 10 occasions. Every day, Diddy would apparently reach out, expecting his British publicist to know what was going on with the princes. Piers didn't hold back, remarking that William and Harry had a lucky escape declining those invites, despite all the attempts. Shooter said the princes never turned up, leaving Diddy's royal party guest list just one dream short. Kate has reached out to Bollywood star Manisha Koirala with a heartfelt message following her recovery from stage 4 ovarian cancer. Koirala, now in remission, shared her gratitude for Kate's thoughtful gesture. "I wanted to reach out to HRH, the Princess of Wales, to send my good wishes. I am deeply heartened to receive such a warm response from her." The UK government is set to impose penalties on Russian agencies involved in targeting Princess Kate after her public cancer diagnosis. The Russian disinformation network, known as the Doppelganger Group, reportedly behind these attacks, spread false rumours about the Princess of Wales earlier this year in March. The group, consisting of 6 Russian agencies and individuals, allegedly aimed to sow discord among countries backing Ukraine in the conflict with Russia. A spokesperson from the Foreign Office condemned the network, describing it as a vast malign online network intent on creating chaos and confusion through fake news and efforts to undermine democratic values. That said, we never did get an official denial about the rumoured Brazilian butt lift. Mike Tyndall said, "I think the podcast humanised William and Kate a little bit, and I kind of wish they'd let us put the uncut version out because it would have blown the public away." Tyndall highlights how the Walesers who appeared on The Good, the Bad and the Rugby podcast in 2023 came across as down-to-earth, fully engaged, funny and knowledgeable, adding, "It was a far more enlightening chat than I expected. I know how everything to do with the royal family is so carefully controlled." Reflecting on his first encounter with Queen Elizabeth at age 13, he joked, "I think I met her in biology. Not entirely sure whether I said to her then that I would marry Zara. It might have come out of my mouth." Prince Harry and Meghan Markle are reportedly shifting their approach to public projects by focusing on individual endeavours, a decision that PR expert Ed Coram James claims is due to their shared brand becoming toxic. Coram James told GB News, "Since their marriage, Harry and Meghan have had a distinct brand. Call it Harry and Meghan, call it the Sussexes, call it whatever you like. The fact is that for years they have become synonymous with one another." He believes that ever since their high-profile Oprah interview where tensions with the royal family became public, that brand has been steadily becoming more toxic and thus commercially untenable. Not that many major brands are going to be rushing to write them a large check based on their brand value. Sky News Australia reporter Caroline Marcus echoed this, suggesting that their initial strategy of jointly addressing grievances against the royal family put off so many people. She remarked on the contrast between Harry and Meghan's ventures and King Charles and Queen Camilla's recent royal tour, calling it a stark difference in perceived duty and commitment. In contrast, a friend of the couple described this shift to people as a twin-track approach where the Duke and Duchess have now hit their stride as individuals, not just as a couple. The insider added, the Duke appears focused on his patronage work and the Duchess focused on her entrepreneurial track. Eric Trump has weighed in on Prince Harry's visa status, suggesting it's safe because no one cares about the Duke or his unpopular wife Meghan. In an interview with the Daily Mail, Eric said, "Truthfully, I don't give a damn about Prince Harry, and I don't think this country does either. My father loved the Queen, and I think the monarchy is an incredibly beautiful thing. The late Queen was amazing. The way she welcomed my father with open arms was like beyond. We've known the King forever. I was just digging through a photo not too long ago, and I came across a picture of him with my father. I'm 6 years old in the lobby of Mar-a-Lago." Eric praised William and Kate as well, saying that the future king had never made a misstep, while his wife has conducted herself so incredibly well and has been such a rock in the next generation of the family. In contrast, he criticised Harry for leaving the monarchy to move to California with Meghan and their son Archie in 2020. You look at this one black sheep who doesn't exactly know where he is, led by a wife that is pretty unpopular, both here and over where you are. It's sad to watch. On the topic of Harry's visa, Eric commented, "I don't give a damn if he did drugs. It means nothing." Palace Intrigue will be right back. Princess Anne, who may or may not have been a sex bomb back in the day, has embraced a bit of country chic in her wardrobe this autumn, turning heads with a striking pair of tasseled, fringed boots during her latest visit to West Cumberland Hospital in Whitehaven. Swapping out her usual brown knee-high boots, the 74-year-old Princess Royal went bold with suede navy blue knee-highs adorned with swinging tassels that add a distinctly modern edge to her traditional style. Anne's knee-high boots have been something of a style signature this season, and she has showcased them with various outfits. Notably, she first debuted these fringed boots in 2021, wearing them with a mint green coat. King Charles, in a remarkable display of resilience, is set to continue overseas tours next year despite his ongoing cancer treatment. With plans to travel in spring and autumn, the King's schedule will depend on medical clearance, but signals a renewed commitment to royal engagements abroad. This follows a recent tour of Australia and Samoa, which provided Charles with a perfect tonic, elevating his spirits, bolstering his mood and recovery, as per a Buckingham Palace insider. The palace has not disclosed specific details about the King's health or treatment. Still, his decision to proceed with a regular tour program reflects his cancer management approach, balancing public duty with health considerations. Even when we are far apart in distance, the many close connections that unite us across the globe and through our Commonwealth family have been renewed and will remain as profound as they are enduring. And there you have it. If you'd like to email us, our address is thepalaceintrigue@gmail.com. Please follow us on Spotify, Apple, or the app of your choice, and write a review or leave some stars if you're enjoying the show. I'm Mark Francis. My thanks to John McDermott. This is Palace Intrigue, and good times.